So Centaur Rubik Chen. Good pick-off potential here, guys. Some burst damage, some good nukes.
Yep. I mean, Rubik Chen, this is a support duo that's been around for a long time. You probably cast that last time you were casting Dota almost.
Even I remember that stuff. Yeah.
It's just super open too. Like you can go any direction with your last 2 core picks. Like it doesn't tunnel you into one kind of play style. You can get some more team fight if you want. You've got good lanes. You know, your draft does it all.
This is where you can, piggyback off of his insight and talk about which heroes you think you might see next.
I'm getting distracted by Twitch chat in the past. They're very entertaining.
5 minutes ago.
I've become a big fan of our community over the last 6 minutes.
You weren't already, Kyle?
Probably not really.
Kyle hated our viewers 5 minutes ago.
I didn't hate them. I just felt indifferent.
A fickle friend he is.
Well, who am I supposed to be friends with? Kappa Master 543. He sounds like a nice guy. What do you? What do we know about him?
Yeah. I always enjoy reading Twitch chat, not for the chat, but for the usernames.
Yes.
There's always some good usernames in chat, and I'm always like, oh man, that was really clever.
So what's your favorite username of all time?
I'm a big fan of this guy, Wanderlust_69. That's like, wow.
How many of them are just like troll bots versus like actual people?
I don't know. I think most are real people. But it defines...
But what is real anyway?
Exactly. How do we know we're not...
Parker just died a little bit on the inside. What
philosophy kids.
Yeah, Australians don't ask questions like this. They're like, oi, mate.
Let's have a point.
Oi, you want to have a barbecue? It's a Saturday. Oh, live a little.
It's actually the Barbie, by the way.
Shrimp on a barbie?
Yeah.
We don't say shrimp.
What do you say?
I don't know. We call them prawns.
Shrimp?
Prawns.
Prawns.
But they're not prawns. They're shrimp.
Look. Your word for him, fine. That's okay.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
I would like to apologize to the entire Dota community. I am trying very hard to keep us on task here.
No, you're not.
And I'm being sabotaged. Saboteurs in the night.
Speaking of sabotage, a few viewers messaged me. They asked, why were you deliberately sabotaging the summit by not inviting Kyle?
We try and create an environment where our events are as shit as possible. And then we have to fight our way out of them. We like to struggle through adversity, Kyle.
I got you.
Yeah.
So
it'd be too easy to invite you, We like a good challenge.
Yep. I understand. I'm the same way. Mm-hmm. Speaking of challenges, it's going to be a real challenge for 683 to bust through this Bristle's back. So he's got a Wyvern and a Shadow Demon behind him. The question is, will they have the control to deal with the Seeker of Blood? Also, did you know that underwater, because there's no red light that can penetrate more than like 15 feet of water, that blood is actually blue once you're about 10 meters down for the Europeans in chat?
It's also blue inside your body right now.
No, it's not. That's a lie. Your veins are blue.
No,
you're lying.
Your blood's blue.
No, it's not. That's a lie.
It's blue.
It's a lie. That's an urban legend.
Don't
myth.
listen to Kyle.
It's a myth. Don't listen to him.
Okay,
He's spreading misinformation.
Can you trust a face like this or a face like that? Probably neither. That's actually the correct answer.
Just because you're wearing the crown, it doesn't make me the jester.
Yeah. You make yourself the jester. I don't do that for you.
No, because jesters are funny.
Yeah.
And no one's laughing.
Well, they try to be funny.
Spectre's a cool pick. The damage reduction stacking. I don't know if I like it in a sense that it's very slow. This whole Ad Finem lineup is incredibly slow.
What's Spectre's damage reduction stacking with?
What the?
They picked a Tinker into a Spectre. That's a bold move.
These guys love Tinker. Their mid-player wish is a Tinker spammer. Not to say you should pick into Spectre, by the way, just for the record.
What the?
These guys are just picking their heroes, Last game they're picking Pudge. This game they're picking Tinker, Bloodseeker.
I mean, the hero matchup feels bad, but like he can bring a lot of nukes to the table. They do want to take these mid-game fights, so. But they'd better win those, or they're in a lot of trouble.
Very true. I mean, he plays so much Tinker. I'm sure he's played this hero into Spectre countless times. I don't know. Kyle, you're a bit awfully quiet. You seem skeptical about the
I can't. I don't
Tinker
know.
pick.
I don't
Yeah,
want to.
he's
I don't want to add commentary to picking.
He's
Tinker into
skeptical about the
Spectre.
pick,
Yeah.
guys. That's why he's not.
He's
talking.
got 584 games of Tinker on his Dota buff. This guy knows what he's doing.
How can you live with yourself?
Invoker and
doing
Earth
that
Spirit
every
he's
game.
played more of.
This is a hell. This is a. Usually you'd think
Damn, that is a sick outfit.
for Tinker, right?
Yeah.
It looks like he's.
Oh, you guys
he's
can't
an
see it.
alchemist.
Yeah, but the cosmetics are. You'll check them out when we enter the game.
He's beastly.
I
Like,
will
that's
say,
a Tinker.
as someone who like stepped away from Dota, wasn't playing as much and wasn't really following as closely. You come back and it's like there's all these new cosmetics. It can be kind of hard to tell which hero's which sometimes.
Yeah, you should see.
These aren't the biggest offenders.
Have you
but-
seen the Shaker Arcana
Yeah.
on the side? Just looks like Sniper.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh wait, nope, not Sniper.
And then they have like new voice lines too, so even the way they sound in the game is different.
Oh, dude, there's that thing.
Feeling the years.
There's a guiding wire in this hat. I can fix it. I can make it stronger than it was before. Please continue, though, LD. What else have you
Oh
noticed?
no, I'm sorry. Please finish dissecting your hat for the audience.
Oh, God.
You break it, you buy it, Kyle. It's
it's
coming out of
floppy.
your talent.
It won't
now
stand-
he's
it won't
destroyed
stand
it.
up straight anymore.
There's a guiding wire in this hat, guys. Let me
Oh.
see if I can just snap it and ruin the hat.
Well,
Almost like you're ruining this cast right now with your Twitch chat shenanigans.
All right, fine. I'm Xing it out. Sorry, viewers. I wanted to interact with you, but LD doesn't want me to.
Doesn't want you to have fun and doesn't want you to win in fantasy either.
Now I feel
Speaking of fantasy, I'm fantasizing about a time where this game wasn't paused so that I could talk about it. However, due to this pause, I think it's time for a short intermission.
What do you mean by intermission? Like ad break
I
or
don't know.
like just intermission where you shoot the shit?
Yeah, we've been a bit too serious, guys. We need to get off the Dota and on to something else. Like those chat. LD, go ham. Press one of those bad boys.
Sup, you European pussies?
That is still my favorite on there, I think.
Can you hit that
So
one
good.
again?
Sup, you European pussies?
It's the way he says that.
I think Grant.
It's so good that we're doing Europe too with it.
It is. Grant's got to be the most talented of like anyone who works in Dota.
Him and Slack.
Him and Slacks, agreed.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they both don't recognize how brilliant they are, and I think the community also, like, you don't understand how lucky you are. People like them don't exist in other games. All right. Imagine if you just had me.
But we
imagine
made-
if all you had was me.
We made them. We
Who?
we fed them all
We-
our energy, all our
Their
memes,
coworkers, their community.
our community. They are us at
Who's
our
we?
best.
You talking about the Davids? Are you talking about BTS? You talking about the community?
Dota. I'm talking about Dota.
Dota. We as in
So you're saying
Dota.
There
you
would
are
be
the
no
community.
Grant, the personality, without Dota. He would never have discovered that side of himself.
I think he would have. I think he's very intimately.
I met Grant at TI too. Let me tell you, he was not discovering anything about himself back then.
I will say, unrelated, but it is really cool. A lot of the players and a lot of the talent, like Dota 2, the community's been maturing over the last couple of years.
We're all
like,
getting
really
a little
fast.
older,
Yeah.
late 20s, early
Dude.
30s. People are getting married.
People are
having
going-
babies.
But it's the prioritization of like self-growth. A lot of people are trying to read more books. They're going to the gym. They're having conversations about, what am I doing? What am I doing after Dota? Why? What do I want to do with my life? All these things that really did not exist in this space a few years
Man,
ago.
fuck, I'm doing none of those things. Jeez. What? You guys are doing those things?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Okay.
read any
Yeah,
books lately?
Me too. I'm all the time.
I've been reading a book.
What's it called?
It's
is
called
it Clifford?
Surviving Esports by Andrew Campbell.
Check it out on Amazon for the low price of, I don't know.
If you didn't pick up your
$11.99.
copy at Midas Mode, you missed out, but they're still available as an ebook or paperback.
Apparently Slack's doing an ebook reading. Maybe that's when I'll listen to it.
I couldn't listen to Slacks read an entire book. Are you kidding me?
Do you think he'll do it like
like
in
Slack
a serious
style?
mode, or is he going to try
No.
and ham it up and make it as
I mean,
crazy?
reading an entire book, you can't ham it up the whole time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's too long.
That's true.
Is he really going to do theatrical Slacks for every single sentence?
I wonder what kind of cut he gets for doing that.
I'm sorry. The chat's arguing about whether blood is blue.
I gotta check it out.
It's like it's sometimes blue. No, it's never blue. But it is blue underwater.
You guys ever bleed and it's like a little green?
Okay.
No,
Yes.
you got a fucking problem if it's a little.
There's,
Maybe that's an Australian thing. I don't know.
there's only a few colors things that come out of your body should be.
Green is general.
Can we go through the colors?
No, we can't. But you know them
No,
well by now.
I'm very sorry to those of you who are trying to enjoy like your breakfast right now, but these are the burning questions that the people need to have answered.
Sometimes you have food lumps that just didn't quite digest, and like
Food lumps.
Like you guys after taking a dump ever look at
Whoa.
the color of your crap?
Yeah, you're supposed
What?
to make sure it's like
there you
a
go.
healthy stool.
Yeah, and it like I've had.
But you're not supposed to talk about it on live broadcast.
No,
It's
definitely
about
not.
people.
Definitely not.
Back to green blood. I've never had green blood.
Interesting.
We are waiting for a disconnected player. For
Is
those
Ad Finem
wondering.
again? Oh, no, it's not. It's 683.
It's Toby.
Toby,
Who the people's champion. You know, cast a couple TI Grand Finals, celebrated legend of our times. Now playing Pudge at the professional level. We love you, Toby. It's a different Toby.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was
good.
talking about. I was saying we love Toby. The
Oh.
player.
the player. Yeah.
Okay, just good to clarify. I do love him.
Yeah.
Love's a strong word, actually. Do you know the Greeks have a bunch of different words for love? I think it would make it much easier for us all to communicate.
Did I mention Lich? I love Lich.
All right. You're not just gonna let that one drop, huh? You don't wanna.
Sorry,
dive into it.
What are we talking about? I got distracted by Grant.
Oh,
Oh, love?
He's
love.
talking about love.
It's a strong word. What's wrong with?
Did
What's
I
the-
mention
What's wrong with
Lich?
it being
I
a strong
love Lich.
yeah.
Grant, is Grant overusing the word love there when he says he loves Lich? Is that improper usage of love?
Well, no, because love can mean different things.
Yeah. That's true. It's
That's
it's
the
a very
point.
all-encompassing term
Yeah.
for several different feelings. But no,
Yeah.
I like that it's like this umbrella term. And context of how and when you use it determines its meaning.
Yeah, but context is
creates-
hard. That means you need to read everything, not just one thing.
Creates nuance. You know, there's no complexity in your life if there's a word for every very specific
Well, there's no
thing.
complexity in your life if they kick your ass. That's true too. But thanks for reminding me. I'm over it, and I'm not bitter at all, asshole.
What do you mean? You're being really nice to your former teammates in our earlier casts. You're
Which
saying great
ones?
things about Limp and Chessie and Z-Freak. You were telling Ninja Boogie you should, make a team with Z-Freak, your brother. You're like, he's a great player. He's one of the best you ever played with.
Yes, I stand by that.
Yeah.
I'm
there's
not
so
sure. I'm
many
not
former
sure if
teammates, but I
Ninja
don't know.
Boogie was entirely convinced
I think
that anything Kyle says can be trusted. You know?
every player that I played with in the past is an awesome player.
Who's the worst teammate you've ever had?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Yes. Who would you like to shit on? For all the people.
I didn't know you two played together.
We did,
Oh, okay,
unfortunately.
yeah.
They're having a moment, guys.
Never again. Let me just put it this way. I'm not going to name names. Dota 2 has one of the best communities you're going to find. However, there are about probably 3 people I would highly recommend no one ever play or work with ever again.
And we'll just leave it to you guys to guess
And if you can
In
guess
the
all
chat.
3 of them right,
who you think they are.
You
So
win a
please
prize.
spam chat with all
Yeah,
of
that-
Kyle's favorite players.
Now we got
Me,
Kyle
myself, and
Shed
I.
5 minutes again.
Not including Kyle.
also I was just kidding. I feel like Gods, you like to sometimes leave me hanging. Like I called you an asshole, and instead of like laughing, you just kind of like played it off. Now people are gonna think we're serious, and I actually
yeah.
hate you, and it's not true. I love
We're
Gods.
gonna have a first blood here. This is a sad seeker. Gets the club.
First blood.
Yeah, this is probably going to be a tough lane. Rupture are going to be good against Bristle with the pure damage later on, but laning stage, you might get bullied.
All right, so let's try to reset ourselves. We're back in Dota mode now. We've got Force Major, Toby, dual lane with the Rubik. In the off lane was the Skywrath last time around. Now we've got Wish on the Tinker. In mid, up against Thug on the Tiny. Last scene, absolutely wrecking face for OG. And, well, not last scene, but most notably seen. And then down bottom, The Chen Bloodseeker duo, can they recover from that first blow?
Hope so. This is a lane that very much so is snowbally. You get pressure, then suddenly your Bloodseeker falls off hard. If he gets a good start, you can lane no problem. Nice silence. I like this build too. You see a lot of Bloodseekers sometimes go Q or E level 1. Always get the spell. It's 125 pure damage. Helps you last at the archers. And otherwise you're just sitting at full mana for no reason. So yeah, I like this. 0-1-1.
Get that easy XP.
You're
Generally, you also, as much as using Blood Rage to heal up in the lane feels good, you're often taking damage that negates it because of the damage out.
So our mid lane, Tinker versus Tiny. So far, Tiny getting the upper hand of those last hits.
Oh yeah,
as you would expect.
Yeah, we'll see how the Tinker fares this game. Not like a obvious, amazing Tinker game by any means. But Spectre, of course, being the big notable one there.
You need a BKB timing at a point. That's when your opportunity to win the game will come in for 6-8-3. You did say, I mean, wait, okay, never mind. I thought Toby was playing the Tinker for a second. I was like, damn, this kid's got talent.
From Pudge to Tinker.
From Pudge
this
to
guy is your hub toxic player you hate to have on your team.
Where's the techies?
Yeah, that's all that's missing. Bloodseeker gets forced to TP out. Early point in Goo from the Bristleback. Gives them a lot of kill potential. The changes where it costs only 12 mana these days make such a big difference.
It used to be really expensive. It was like, what, 30 or 40 or something? Oh, top lane.
Yeah, 30 at least at one point, maybe as high as 40 even.
Toby might go down here. Yeah, Disruption gets the third set of poison.
Oh, nice.
The kill to Madara.
He popped the poison early to make sure he could give the kill to Spectre.
And then salves him as well. That's really nice.
Why don't you just give him a little back massage while you're at it?
There are some 5s who really play like that 6 position style, and Spartan is definitely one. We saw it last game, and we're seeing it here again.
Yeah, I mean, Spectre will straight up win the game at a point, but it takes some time. Mid lane, Tinker in a little trouble. Just kidding, he's going to laser. Maybe.
There was a toss back, but I don't think there's much more kill threat once you've used both toss and avalanche.
Spartan going to take the free fountain trip.
Yeah, we don't normally see the neutral deny. That's a long.
Takes a long
trip.
time. Yeah, still. I guess he just healed Spectre. He's under tower.
Yeah. The alternative is you go to a tower, but you have to walk all the way, like normally to like a tier 2 to avoid giving experience. So it's actually
the time would have been about the same when he's like behind his tier 1 already.
And you give 0 gold as well compared to the alternative.
Have you guys heard about those chips that people like companies are implanting in like people's hands so they can use it as like ID cards? No?
I saw Amazon announce some new glasses they have that has Alexa like built into the glasses.
That's interesting.
It's pretty horrifying to me that one day they'll just be listening to your every waking moment. It's already pretty bad with cell phones and smart home stuff.
Yeah, the smart home stuff like really freaks me out. Like I was back home with my parents and like would just be talking about a song or something and then suddenly would come on.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm like, were they listening? Like, what's going on here?
Well, it's always listening. It's supposedly only using it to improve the tool, but I mean, you're a fool if you believe that. We just have to get to know you better, I swear. But it does feel kind of inevitable that everything will be monitored and recorded sooner rather than later.
As long as you're, like whatever. Like my life isn't that interesting compared to a lot more important people out there. So I'm just banking on like
that's the first step down the road to 1984, though.
Not caring.
Yeah. Well, or thinking that it won't affect you because your life's not that important or interesting. Meanwhile, bottom lane, back to Dota. See a kill here.
Technically, everyone's life is equally interesting and uninteresting, right? I mean, we're all the hero of our own story.
That's deep, dude.
We're just an extra in everyone else's.
No, everyone thinks that they are the main character.
Yeah.
That's the common sentiment. Especially in the Instagram age.
God, I hate Instagram. I should use it more because, you know, you're supposed to.
Yo, this guy posts a lot of selfies.
Who?
Mr.
Gods?
Parker.
Yeah. So,
Compared to us, anyway. He's living his better life, you know.
Well, he's got a dog, though, so that's easy content. Hey, guys.
I have a dog.
I woke up today, and here was this dog, and here's a
Here
photo
is
of us.
the- look at a dog. and then
And
like,
look, it's me as well, my face next to the dog, so that you will like my face with this dog, and I will train you.
yeah, this dog makes my face look better.
That's
That's why I
true.
post pictures of
Yeah.
my dog.
Yep, the dating profile. Oh, here's the dog. Pretty sure half my pictures have my dog in them.
Well, you know, there's a lot of research that like if you put like attractive people next to less attractive people,
Cheerleader effect.
yeah, people will rate the less attractive person higher on average. And so the dog is just the next level play because everyone finds a cute dog attractive. So basically, it doesn't matter how ugly you are, just get a lot of dogs.
Perfect.
That's your lesson for the day.
We need more dogs in our Dota
But please
panels.
pick up their poop.
Yeah.
Do not be one of those
Oh
jerks
my
that
God.
doesn't pick up their poop.
That's the most annoying thing I have seen. Once saw a woman leave her dog's business in the airport.
Ooh.
Like on the floor, just
On the floor over in a
In the
corner.
terminal?
Yes.
Ooh.
She just left it there. I was like, "Excuse me, man." Well, actually, I
Did
didn't
you go
say
over?
anything. I didn't say anything,
You
but
didn't
I
say-
glared.
you should
I
be ashamed
scowled
of
at her.
yourself.
I scowled at her.
I
and
thought you were confident, Kyle,
I had headphones
but you're really
on.
cowardly,
I was.
Kyle.
It was a layover. I was not trying to get involved with someone that.
Everett, chat, please shame Kyle.
Oh my god.
Shame him. Let him know that's not acceptable. Did miss that kill, by the way. Sorry.
Let me tell you, there's probably a lot of our viewers who are like, people don't pick up their poop because it is only an American thing.
That is not true.
That is 94% true. People in other countries pick up their dog shit.
Okay, well, the difference in other countries is there's a lot more wild and, like, feral dogs who no one's picking up
Sure,
after.
maybe that's
At
that
least
is
my
maybe
time
true.
in Southeast Asia, you know, I went to Borneo. There's a lot of wild dogs and cats, and they're pooping everywhere. Cute, though. Want to adopt them, but wouldn't have a home for them. By the way, he
Wah,
loves America
wah.
bashing. That's like one of his favorite
Who?
pastimes.
Just about certain things, like picking up dog poop. You
This
know?
guy lives in L.A. He spent like
Yeah.
10 years in Texas.
Yeah.
People need to just pick up their dog poop, and then Americans would be great.
That's the only thing that's wrong with
I
America.
mean, that's my biggest complaint. You know,
Yeah,
you're
it's not-
doing pretty well.
look,
if that's my biggest complaint.
We're not saying that it's fun. We're not saying that it's like an enjoyable task. But if you have a dog, it's part of the responsibility.
Yeah.
It's sort of like people that have kids and then just like leave them locked in the car.
Here comes Ad Finem on the smoke, but perfect positioning by Antohat to reveal it. To bring the Tinker in. Double damage rune up on Mr. Tony. Out comes the first stun. The rupture to follow. Could be a huge silence. Spartan with the good disruption there, though. Bailing out Doug, but still taking heavy damage. Drop down to the low ground. Won't die, though.
I don't think they have that
I don't
kill.
think they can finish him.
He's gonna have his Avatos combo, so you don't really want to go diving for him.
Great job by, once again, with the save. Spartan doing the heavy lifting here early on.
Pretty even-ish game so far. Slight gold lead for 683.
You guys see this Tinker's position? That's really cool. I've never seen someone farm it from that spot, but you can get both camps easily. He definitely knows what he's doing regarding his movement.
I imagine you can get this as well.
Okay.
Just out of range, it looks like. There we go. Now he's got it in.
So, bot's still a little ways off here.
Yeah.
Do they have a Centaur Blink? No, he's gone Hood and now into Vanguard, so super tanky.
You're in no rush to get Blink this game, I think, with Tinker on your team. That's a hero that just wants to farm bots, normally gets them 13, 14 minutes in, so.
Do you guys like the Midas on Spectre? It's like the new kind of go-to build, right? I've seen a lot more of it anyway.
I like it.
Rather than going straight for like fighting items or a relic.
The game's going to drag because you're playing in a Tinker. Like, you're not going to be able to push towers. You don't have any tower hitting heroes, so Midas feels good.
The Great Shadow Poison Wars 2019.
Four
He's
poison?
got 4 stacks. He gets that 5th one. That's probably a kill. Oh, no, it pops.
He went for it. And meanwhile, Skylar brought down Centaur.
Yeah, tons of farm going Tinker's way. He got a bunch of stacks off himself. Now he's going to grab a haste rune, and we'll find Thug. Thank God he picked that up before him. That would have been a free kill for Tiny somewhere. And both bounties bottom still active. No one even in that vicinity.
That's pretty unusual.
Yeah, normally I guess both teams contested top, which is where these bottom ones were just left unnoticed. Zip Zap.
He doesn't even
still
notice it.
doesn't
He's like,
notice,
oh
yeah.
wait, there's a bounty run here.
Yeah.
Definitely had his camera on the creeps.
Yeah, he sees only one thing. But yeah, Radiant gold advantage despite being down kills. They're just farming and slightly winning more of these lanes.
Well, there's the bots coming out in about 10 gold. And Madara looks like he has still got the Midas queued up, thinking towards something else. They have made this lane swap now, though, so sending Skylark to deal with the Centaur, and he is bullying him out of the lane. In fact, going to force the TP rotation. So Centaur's farming paradise is quickly becoming a nightmare.
Well, you got Tinker bots, though, 11 minutes in. And the one thing Tinker loves is having all his towers alive when he gets those.
Missiles coming through. Goes for the spell steal. The toss counterplay. Will they get another round of missiles out? Is it enough? The disruption well timed. Spectre coming in. Dodges a gank. Tries to jump away once again, but dives in deeper. It actually works out. The juke.
Look at the Bloodseeker.
From
Oh my
Madara.
God.
He's like, I've never been this fast in my life. Who do I kill first? Silence on Thug, and a second kill secured. This man is a race car. Zip Zap indeed living up to his name.
Chitty chitty bang bang gets the double kill. Top lane, though, Bristle.
Tinker should be coming in soon, though.
He's got it. He's here.
Yeah, Bristle, no magic
TP.
resistance items yet.
Dire's middle tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
should be a kill.
There's
Well,
no TP.
Antoa may die trying to chase him down, though. We'll see. There's the rotation. Nice boulder toss. Rubik coming in as well. They slay the beast.
Nice job.
Do you feel like an affinity for Bristleback with his Australian accent at all?
Not really, I
No.
wouldn't say.
Were you like a sniper player in
Radiant's middle
TF2?
tower is under
I never
attack.
played TF2 in my life.
Okay. So you're not a real Australian, is what you're saying. Okay.
I guess. No, probably not.
What to you, what is a real Australian? Like, what defines what it is to be Aussie?
Probably
Dire's
someone a
top
bit
tower
is
under
me.
attack.
Yeah.
Not like physically rough, but just like, rough on the edges.
So you're
Like-
like too nice and polished.
I wouldn't say nice, but yeah, maybe polished. I mean, I spent half my life living in America, so I just don't feel very Australian a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, no surprise there.
I don't know whether that was meant to be an insult or
I
not.
don't even know what Kyle was trying to
You
say.
said you're
but-
stuck your way. I'm like, okay, sure.
He's
It's
like,
in
what,
between.
Yeah.
what can I say here that will be rude?
You know,
I'll go for that.
I've never met an Australian I didn't like.
How many Australians have you met?
7.
That was a precise response.
Yeah. Like, Zach Minescu, he's more true Aussie than me. Like, he's got the full Aussie accent, like, more like, it's the Aussie culture, like, lives through him, I feel.
It just seems like it's just like night. Everyone's just this is very much do as you wish, be as you are. Everything's all good. We're Australian. Does that sound about right?
Kind of. Probably not enough profanity in there.
Ah,
Definitely not enough profanity.
That's pretty much the
Dire's
trick to being
middle
Australian.
tower
Is
is
just
under attack.
Swear like a sailor.
Dire's top
swear and
tower
just
are
abbreviate,
fortified.
shorten everything.
Be unintelligible to people who are not from Australia.
Yeah.
let's see. We're probably gonna get our first real fight around these bounty runs. Maybe even this mid tower. Where's the TP in?
Oh, the toss
Toss
blank back.
It's got heal. Don't want to use it.
Dire's top tower
The problem is for this Dire team is they don't actually have a way of killing Tinker. Spectre can, but he needs items first. And you have to beat Tinker, you've got to take towers, specifically the tier 1s early. If he gets blink bots and all 3 tier 1s are active, how in the hell are you ever supposed to apply map pressure? Like, look at where these creep waves are.
Well, he's going to have blink soon, too. I mean, they've had the blink on the Tiny, but finding the Tinker is very difficult once that blinks up. And there you go.
I think the good news for Ad Finem, it's one of those games where it's like, you just need to win one fight.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, win one fight, game suddenly gets close to, like, even on gold, and you've got a Spectre, you're way better late game. You're probably not losing the game at that point.
He's got his Midas. He's getting there. Staying pretty even with the other cores in the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Let's see here. Skylark's rushing He had Hood, now he's going Crimson or Vanguard.
Oh.
There's a Midas up on the Spectre.
is under attack.
But look how aggro the Radiant can play.
They feel very strong now. The Tinker just can get spots in whenever. He can also keep everyone healed up with those bottle charges as well. And they want to play around this top side of the map.
Yeah, Haunt is ready. See 683 group up, but Bristleback zoning them out. The Rupture gets deployed, but they're just going to counter this. In fact, Skylark's moving into this Winter's Curse, wants to take the fight right here, right now. Double edge from the front, but still quite tanky. They're committing heavily for this Bristle, but he's just not dying. Now the Haunt comes through, going to bring down Toby. Chasing forward onto Force Major. Madara jumps around. He gives up a streak and dies.
Oh my
and now the
God.
chase is on. Bloodseeker
What was
wants
that
the
toss?
Courier too. They throw him in even deeper. They can't catch this man. Try for the stun. Back in. Can he get that first kill? He's looking for more. On to Skylark, but the Quills are stacking up.
Oh
Finishes
my
him
God.
off. Devours them. And gives a triple kill to Force Major. On top of all that.
He wants his last kill. They know he's in here.
Under attack.
MNT.
Oh no.
They're going to see him soon if he takes too much damage.
Oh, he's so close. He walks back into the last few ticks of the march, heals himself up.
Courier's-
Surely they know he's there.
Yeah.
Out comes the blood right.
Oh, they're hunting.
The Courier scout plays.
Have they not seen him? Oh no. They didn't find him.
Makes it out safely. There's a anti-Tinker ward up here, though.
He tried. So what happened was, he actually blinked the Haunt so that they lost vision. He was trying to ult the Tinker as he was TPing home. Places the ward to do so, but he had gotten out just before. However, he was distracted as the rest of his team then died around him. And this is the danger. This dire lineup, just they don't have any damage. Who's the damage? Spectre has a Midas.
Bottom
Bristle has a
tower
Hood.
has fallen.
The Quills are doing an okay amount, but that's going to start becoming less effective very quickly. Chen now has his mech up. The heroes are getting more HP.
And
That window is closing.
Yeah, it's so much spread damage. So Mech and Hand of God basically negates 3, 4, 5 Quills stacks, but things looking scary. Tinker gets everyone so low with the Bloodseeker. There's just some really nice synergy between the heroes on this 683 lineup.
Dire are scanning.
So can they hold on? Can
Dire's
Ad
middle
Finem take
tower
it
is
late?
under attack.
They really need this win to stay in the running.
Yeah, they're just eliminated if they lose this one. I
Right,
believe.
because someone's going to get at least one game in. Right. out
they
of
might
those
be
all-
in the
They-
minor
yeah,
playoffs, but
exactly.
they're definitely not top 2 in the major
Gotcha,
playoffs.
gotcha.
This is just typical Ad Finem, though, to take a game off of the 3 best teams in the group and then to potentially get 0-2'd by a squad that had yet to win a game before playing Ad Finem. The definition of up and down, unstable, inconsistent throughout their entire careers.
Sounds like you have more to say, Kyle.
No, that's it. Also, look at the warding for this top area of the map. Ad Finem just kind of, I don't know, that's the lane they wanted to be in.
It's they are so intent on like defending and taking a team fight at that tier 2, but to me it doesn't make sense when they're just not ready to fight. Like Spectre they should just be avoiding fights and farming right
Yeah.
now. So
Bottom
having
tower is
4
under
wards
attack.
up there doesn't achieve that.
And unfortunately for them, 683 has changed their focus to this
Dire's
bottom lane,
structures are fortified.
where there is no dire
Dire's
vision.
bottom
I mean,
tower
there's
is
an
under
anti-Tinker
attack.
ward very deep, but that's almost irrelevant with where the lanes are.
I like that the response kind of is like, let's not really try and contest this. They are going to send Skylark in and start rotating, but they aren't like hard committing to a fight. They're just farming Thug at mid, Spectre in the jungle, and they'll wait to see if there's a good setup for a Winter's Curse.
Time to start laying in the march. That mid lane is getting pushed by the Tiny, but
found
stampeding
Wyvern.
forward. They got the Wyvern pick off. They'll delay this with the disruption, but it is inevitable as the double edge comes through. Now the counterplay, though, could be an opportunity. They're quite spread here on
Look at
683.
where Tinker
They're
is.
fighting into all of the march. He just keeps on layering it down. Ad Finem will back out, but that zones them away from the tower, securing it. So a Centaur for a Wyvern, but a tower to fall as well. And they did not take the mid. Tiny came to the fight. So still all tier 1 standing.
They're going to get all the bounties, too.
Yeah, the map control, you just feel it now with all the towers, the Chen creeps for the Tinker. you know, the mobility we've seen from the Bloodseeker, Stampede, like 683 is just projecting force everywhere on this map.
And he went for the mana cost, mana loss reduction instead of gold per minute. Demonstrates he's probably looking to end this game sooner rather than later. It's also very good against Spectre going this Yasha Diffusal build. And it means that once he gets this Kaya, he'll have even more mana loss reduction.
Kaya!
So his spells are actually, look how cheap his spells are now. 100 mana for rockets.
It's 75% reduction. Oh, sorry, 25% reduction almost from their original cost.
He's got Aether and Kaya now. Bottom lane.
Rupture, lift, drop him back. There's the disruption though. Spartan's ready. But he might still be in danger here. They keep on chasing a great curse. That's the death of Antoine.
Nice.
Perfectly placed. And they need those plays to buy more time for the Spectre.
Yeah, that's a good outcome for Ad Finem. You get a kill, sure, tier 2 tower goes down, but all of this while Spectre farms, and Haunt is on cooldown. You have no real intent on a big team fight with Haunt down.
True.
So goes for the dagger cooldown.
It's
to be
faster farming.
More mobile and elusive.
15 Desolate damage is pretty bad.
If you're ahead, sometimes you get it though. Because it is pure damage
Yeah,
and it hits all the
It's
illusions.
pure damage, and with Manta, obviously,
Yeah.
you get more. Without Manta, it's just like, wow, plus 15 damage for 15 talent. And they have to be isolated.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah,
more.
it's good if they're all running because suddenly it's not really 15. It's, you know, all the illusions.
Yes.
But the way this game is going, it looks like 683 are likely to be grouping up and clumping, not spreading.
They just need BKB on the Bloodseeker. That's the big item timing.
And then he just frontline tanks.
Yeah, I'm surprised Wish is going for this Dagon build. I would have preferred, I think, either Scythe or Shiva's. Maybe even like Yule's BKB. Something that could prevent the Spectre from gunning for him. Because right now, if he gets jumped, he still dies. Oh, like this.
Uh-oh, Haunt.
I disagree in that. I just think he's dead no matter what item he goes for here. Like, force off, whatever. It's like the dagger on you is just going to kind of chase you down either.
That's true.
I think the end fast kind of build is more this Dagon, but
I would have liked a BKB.
he's going BKB now.
Yeah,
as you were saying.
I like it.
Well,
Yeah,
he's queued up.
he's like,
we'll see what he does, you know. But he's gone back for the BKB.
You can't live. Like, you just die if they
Yeah.
find you otherwise, and that's not a good place to be as a
This is the
tanker.
one item that will keep you alive theoretically.
Oh, another pickoff potentially here. 683 can't afford to be giving up these kills right now. Antaha in position, but the curse comes through. Going to keep the
Gonna get
supports
a few more
out of it.
kills.
They're going to get Toby, and that sets them up to close the gap on Antoine and Force Major. Jumping in. Bristleback gets lifted, slowed down for the moment. Force Major getting
Fingers back.
embraced for the time being. Tries to stall this out, but Skylark just muscles his way and smacks him down with that mace. Secures the kill. Now Madara on the run. Bloodseeker heating up. Can he find an opening here? Already used the Rupture, but chasing Skylark, trying to lock him in position for the moment. The Embrace is there with the stall. Keeps him alive a bit longer. The missiles keep flying in, but he's very tanky on this Bristleback, and they just can't commit deeper to get the kill. So, in the end, Ad Finem get back safely. Spectre now up to 3,200 gold, so
They did
closing
even
in on the next big item.
buyback on Centaur, though. That's big.
Yep.
And they only really got supports out of it. Really well played by Madara to just kite back. Tanked the last bit of the Rupture to ensure he had the space to get away from the stun.
And didn't get too low that like Tinker's vision of him for the missiles. But yeah, this is suddenly looking very dicey for 683. Like their timing was pretty much up until about now. But Spectre has Manta Style coming out now, level 17. The levels is also a really big part of Spectre's growth as a hero throughout the game, and 683 are going to start running into some problems in these team fights.
Well, they're kind of indecisive now on where to apply pressure. With that buyback on the Centaur, the vision isn't really there for the Radiant right now, and one wrong move at this point probably makes it an Ad Finem favored game, if it's not already.
It's definitely not over. It's the Spectre factor. The thing about it is, Madara, at any point, let's say you kill Spectre, he buys back, haunts in, they win a fight, that's it. That's GG. Because you're a Spectre lineup against the Tinker lineup, and at a point, you're just going to win this game. You've got to make moves now if you're 683. On the back of this Bloodseeker BKB, make something happen. You have all your tier 1s alive. Total map control.
Maybe not for long.
Radiant's
Thug
bottom
is
tower is under
pushing
attack.
this bottom lane. They do have the
Radiant
Spectre
structures are
Haunt
fortified.
available. No, they're not going to commit for it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And you can just feel 683, like the way they're just sort of moving around in this middle lane. They really want to make something happen. And finally out comes the smoke. Dire vision, though, pretty decent around the map. They haven't scouted this directly yet, but they're going to see nobody defending mid
Dire's
as
top
Zip
tower
Zap
is under
will
attack.
come in, nukes the wave. I mean, it's just a dark map right now.
Yeah, they might find
Very
Tiny here.
suspicious.
Has got
Is under
blink.
attack.
Thug blink out and ganks over. Just like that. That's frustrating.
He went for the dig on, by the way.
Radiant's bottom tower
No
has
BKB
fallen.
timing for our Tinker anytime soon.
Looks like he wants to go back for it, but by then they'll probably have had another team fight. Or Spectre's farmed another item. Pick your poison.
I think the feeling is if you go BKB with just Kaya Aether Lens, like you don't do enough damage during your BKB
They'll just
to
ignore you.
justify. Yeah, at least that's my impression and what I would feel as someone who's only played Tinker like 20 times in my life.
Look, with the Arcane Rune, he actually has like unlimited mana to spam spells.
Thug is trying to scout this out. There's the Stampede, though. They're going to rupture him up, lock him down for the moment. The Wyvern keeps him alive. And
he
out
picked
goes
him
the
up.
Haunt and
He
just
found him.
shreds the Tinker. Turns into a corpse in a matter of seconds. So easy to burst down when he's isolated like that, and no buyback available either. So they're going to have to do this without their primary damage. As the fight gets spread out, the Desolates stack up, the Bristle Quills start coming through, and another toss forward. Toby about to bite the dust. 3 kills, crucial ones at that.
That was
That's the Roche likely.
that was so poorly played from Wish.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's
You've
just
got this
bouncing
Arcane
around.
Rune. Stay with your team. That's it. You're against Spectre. You can take that team fight if you're standing next to Alex. Stand by Chen.
He
Play with the heals.
He blinked twice, and
Yeah.
then he's under a ward. He blinks in, starts casting rearm, immediately gets haunted on and dies.
And
He
because
literally
you're-
dies like in the rearm.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah, Madara haunts on him with Manta and just you get the triple Desolate.
He soul ringed himself to half HP. Just stand still on the high ground, spam march. Nothing can happen to
You
you.
don't even need to blink to these weird places.
Yeah.
Oh, they might be able to punish Thug here. He's out
Yeah,
too far.
very
Tower and deny
greedy.
ranges now. Do they actually chase for Madara? This guy's got an Aegis, and he wants to go in, but nukes come through, discouraging the pursuit. He'll just back off.
This game feels very difficult for 683 now. Level 20 Spectre, Aegis, Manta Diffusal, fully online.
But that really is the Spectre Tinker matchup. You know, you just
Oh, yeah.
can't make one mistake. Sure, you could say it was a bad mistake, but one misstep and
That's
you
all
get
it takes.
shredded.
You got Manta Diffusal now. We'll have Basher next on the Spectre. Like Madara's.
Then he can
enormous.
just haunt and like solo kill the
Yeah.
Tinker if he's not like with his entire team. Tough times here at 683 high.
I knew that's where you were going with that. Classic movie lover, I could tell.
Man of culture. Or at least good at pretending.
Yeah, the pretending part
The
is my
pretending
specialty.
mode is the key. And now Madara has no fear. He's just solo farming lanes, pushing them in, gets the Basher up. Haunt is available. May see him put this
Radiant's
to
middle
use soon.
tower has been denied.
Invis.
They're going to try for a play towards bottom, but Spartan's in the area, and he's even spotted out Toby coming. Madara's thinking about going into 3 heroes under the shrine.
He's got Aegis.
He's got the Aegis, as you mentioned, and the rest of the team is coming soon. Disruption. Just a zoning silence, but Madara still diving. He is going to catch out Force Major. That might just be his death with Skylark latching onto him. Starts to go to work. The Stampede not enough as they chuck him down.
This Tinker hasn't left Fountain
Yeah.
like the entire time. He finally now goes mid. He's so afraid of the haunt.
He's
He
baiting
could die
it.
right now.
Yeah.
Like, if there's one bash.
He's hoping that he can fast finger the blink before the haunt illusion hits him. Like the second you hear that audio cue for haunt, he can blink before he takes
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower is under attack.
That's what he's at least hoping on.
For the twins.
Don't blink, or you might miss your blade.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom
And then
tower
you're done
has
for.
fallen.
He picks up a Ghost Scepter now, so that seems to be his solution to the Spectre.
He just got that 500 health talent, level 20. Spectre, speaking of heroes with dumb talent, Spectre's certainly on the list as he has 3 things that just make him tanky.
Can you not purge the Ghost Scepter anymore?
No
You
longer.
nullify it.
Okay.
Yeah, the Diffusal no longer a purge, just a slow.
Gotcha.
It's an inhibitor now.
Inhibit.
We League of Legends now,
Yes.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
This is how Dota stays relevant in 2019.
What, we bring old washed-up casters back from the dead?
Yeah, and we
And
use
old
league
washed-up
terminology.
players.
Hey! I'm old news, though. Washed-up players are so last year.
Yeah, that was the 2018 strat.
This is a
2019
washed up
was-
Tiny, it looks like, but the Haunt's coming out. Madara hunting that Tinker, blinks away with the Ghost Scepter, gets back to safety. So the Haunt's been about as ineffective as you could expect, but doesn't even matter. Chews through Zip Zap, and then straight forward onto Force Major, gunning him down with the bash, with the kill. Antaha will be next. Chen for dinner.
Yep.
And perhaps Toby for dessert if he doesn't hoof it back to the fountain, which he will.
Oh, and hey, you got a creep wave with a Siege Creep.
How convenient.
You know, sometimes the stars align and
Radiant's
Ad Finem,
structures are fortified.
you know, they kind of come back in this game. They were never out of it at all. Like, I don't even think they were ever really behind, considering the Spectre versus Tinker matchup.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
How on brand is it that they will end up splitting series against every single team in their group?
4 draws. They can beat everyone, but they can also lose to everyone. The Ad Finem way.
Any given Sunday.
Radiant's
Indeed.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Dara just wants to die. He's
Kill him.
got
Radiant's bottom barracks
20 seconds left on his Aegis. There.
How convenient. Free fountain trip for him. And they probably go for a tier 2 here. Let's see. I'm going to back off for the moment.
Yeah, you need Haunt. No reason to make anything crazy go down. They're going to have a Abyssal Blade fully completed momentarily as well. Yeah.
This is a tale as old as time.
structures are
That moment
Oh,
when
yeah.
Spectre wins a fight. It's just all over.
A song as old as rhyme.
It also feels like the typical Tinker story. Like, the hero can kind of look good, but it just never wins the game. It just kind of drags the game a bit. It's like you make one mistake as Tinker and the game's just lost. Or
He takes so much farm, but it just feels
Yeah.
like he can't really be the like ultimate solution unless you play perfectly.
Well, I just don't understand. If you're going to pick Tinker into Spectre, the hard counter, then you'd obviously understand that you're on a timing. You got a clock to worry about. But the item builds and the way that they played this game didn't make it seem like they knew what they were getting themselves into.
Well, like which items would you have changed?
Where's BKB on Tinker? You hit BKB at like 25 minutes, you go high ground. That you got to. You're playing against Bristle, Wyvern, Spectre. Like, you're going to lose at a point in this game. You've got to try to break base.
So you think they would have had enough damage without the Dagon?
Maybe, but
I mean, that Bristle was tanking a lot every fight without really going down.
Here comes Madara from the side,
uh-oh.
swiping away at Force Major.
Cliff Teasy.
Cliff
Times
for the
two.
moment, but Dagger don't care.
Or you TP'd out.
And daggering again, running for Zip Zap, actually manages to clip the Centaur, slow him down, gets off the stomp, looks to turn. Do they really have the firepower? No, the curse comes through, holds them in position while he gets healed up and then chases in a bit deeper, haunting and looking for Wish, again gets wrecked. Toby on the run as well. Illusion's chasing him down, can't quite jump in time with the reality, but it's 3 dead, it's Tinker dead, it's another lane of Rex, it's likely the GG.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, there's nothing to turn this one anymore.
Abandon hope, all ye who pick Tinker and the Spectre.
Yeah.
Good spell usage from M&T, saving the Spectre there, but
I mean, the game's just, it's so much easier for Ad Finem to win. Think about all the boxes you've got to check to take a fight at 6A3. Whereas Ad Finim's like, oh, Tinker, get him. All right, we got him.
Press R.
Go,
All right,
go.
he's dead.
That's it. That's all you got to do. And that, to me, that is a strategy that Ad Finem is more than capable of executing.
Well, and they did indeed execute them this game, I think it's fair to say. A decisive victory, another tie for the Greek boys, who, with the tie, have a shot, right? It depends on some other games if they're going to get to go to tiebreakers.
Well, it depends on the results of our next series,
So
which is Godsent versus NIP. Win 2, you're through. Win 1, tie breaks, done. Win 0,
You're a Kyle.
Yeah, well. Ha.
If it's a draw, all 3 teams are tied. So Ad
Correct.
Finem have 4 points. These 2 teams both have 3 points.
3 points.
So somebody with a win goes through. Yeah.
Never give up.
There's another one from Jack that's really good.
That one we'll save for another time.
Okay.
It's
Because we need to take a break, right?
yeah, we need to
We
take a
do.
break. But before we do, get your tickets to the Dota Summit 11, the only
Hell
NA
yeah.
DPC event of 2019. They will be on sale, a limited number of seats today at 12 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, it's today?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
is
today?
Sunday.
When? What time?
12 p.m. Pacific.
So that's
3
in-
p.m. Eastern.
that's in 2
9
hours.
p.m. Central European summertime.
But if you're in Central Europe or Southeast Asia, I mean, you should be getting tickets to the summit.
This is loser talk. This whole direction you're going down. I'm going to call Ben Wu right now. He is disappointed in you, David Parker. We can't wait to see all of our Australian friends, Southeast Asian friends, European friends. Come one, come all. But
For sure.
go take a break. We'll be back. More Dota after this.